We have the Biztherapy Boot Camp and training,
I
but
want to be on the team.
this is the boot tank where you could come and pitch your business plan, and we can
Yeah.
effectively see where the gaps are and bridge the gaps.
Yeah, I want to be there. I want
So
in.
sign
Tell a
up,
friend and tell a friend. But
sign up. And where do you sign up at? Biztherapy.info.
that's right. Yo, I want in. I'm excited about that.
You
Because
got it.
and I'm excited out of helping people. I mean, I know I'm here ranting and all that, but it's because I really like this. I care about this stuff. And I see people that they're hurting their own success because they don't want to continue to learn and they don't want to continue to challenge themselves. And you gotta challenge yourself. And this is the final push. Like I said, this is the final push for our busy season. So now we are kind of pushing, it's planning. That is just everything, especially with the amount of information we deal with nowadays. This medium, the internet, has broken down. We could be talking to people, and I think one week we were speaking to a young man in Africa who wanted to be a CPA. You can touch people anywhere. So these lame
Mhm.
excuses of, well, people don't know that, people know all about this '90s debacle, but that's before we go, man, I want you to explain that photosynthesis thing again, man. That
Oh,
that thing that you were talking about, because it came up again in this past week. You know what I'm saying? that I, I will learn how to articulate this at some point, but you know what you're talking about. The root and the leaves and all that type stuff, man. Because I think it
the,
fits. It
the,
fits is what we're talking about.
he said,
You know,
what did you say? The what?
I said photosynthesis, but it's not photosynthesis. I don't
No,
know.
you said what? The tree. You said the trees and the leaves.
Yeah, the leaves and the roots. The thing with the roots growing. The
The-
tree is growing two ways at one time, in opposite directions at the same time. I think we need to cap off with
Yo,
that like every episode, because it's really the illest, man. Because you don't think about it,
yo,
you
you
like,
are crazy.
yeah, I mean,
So
but
there's
it's
so as they say, be like a tree. Why should you be like a tree? Because tree, truthfully, is self-sustaining to the temperature and the climate. Now, how does that even happen? So, as tall as a tree grows is as deep as its roots go. So, there's two processes that actually happen. One slightly before the other process takes over and continues, right? So, anything that's planted in the ground has to develop a root system to sustain the nutrients, to provide support. So when it grows, it can have some strength and withstand the temperature, animals, the feces, them building nests and climbing up on them, etc. Okay. So the first phase is called gravitopic. So it's gravity pulling down or calling the roots, calling for them to grow downward into the darkness, deep down. And they have to find their way because there's a lot of challenges. I'm going somewhere with this, right? There's a lot of
Mhm.
challenges when the roots grow. Your roots just don't go straight. They don't grow and go straight down. They go until they hit and then they maneuver around it. Like there's no stopping you don't see a root come and grow up. You may see a root protruding out of the ground, but it's still in forward motion. It just hits a higher level of I'll just use a ground wall similar to a seawall, right? So that's the dark side, the gravitopic side. Then there's the phototopic, where the upbringing of the tree or the plant is drawn by the sunlight. It looks to seek light so it can actually become the living thing that it needs to become in order to produce the thing that it produces. So the roots start to grow first, and then the phototopic takes the second place. However, those two don't stop growing in correspondence of each other, right? The roots still keep growing down, and the phototopic part still continues to reach for the sky as high as it could go. So As high as a tree is as deep as its roots. That's the only way that it can withstand. If the tree was very high and the roots were shallow, yep. Hence why you see certain plants, those plants are seasonal just because of the rooting system. The rooting system is very thin, is very short, it's not sustainable through different weathers and outcomes. So kind of the same for business. They're very much the same for you as a individual or a person, seeking continuous improvement and education and understanding as well, right? We all have to be deeply rooted into the thing that we decide we're going to do in order for it to grow. So where does the focus happen? In the deeply rooted part, because there's unforeseen things that we just don't know and that we haven't understood yet. We don't even know that we don't even know it until we get to the point that we find out about it and realize that we need to know it. And once we know that, then there's more information that says you don't even know this, of which you just stumbled upon. So not only is there levels of growth, there's levels of not knowing what you thought you should know because you didn't know that you needed to know that, but you didn't know it until it showed up. I yield back.
Yeah, and well, perfect. I like that. But the one thing I will add to it is that you touched on a little bit. You never see how deep roots are. You only see the leaves going up. So so there's trees out here. When they say trees 500 years old, can you imagine how deep those roots are? So we never see that. But in our society, human beings, we see everything. We put everything out there. Instagram. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. TikTok. Look at me. Look at me. I'm CEO. I'm COO. I'm CEO. You see all that? It means nothing because if there's no roots. I mean, I mean, there's people that switch from this to this to this because hey, you throw up a page right now. Our social validation is there. You throw up a page or a website or something, instantly validated. Socially. But I think, but the reason I like that so much, and I did get it from that was interesting. She sent me some guy was talking about the same exact thing, but the roots. What we discuss a lot on this show are the roots. So people don't like talking about the roots. That's why, and if you, and I say this too, like if you're doing a social, a media endeavor or anything like that, and you're looking at your numbers, people always highlight the people that got crazy numbers. But if you have any depth to what you're saying, it takes a while for people to get onto it because you have to find the right people that are looking for depth. Things that are light, that's just, it's for the masses. But when you start talking about the roots, it's not for the masses. It's not. They're not gonna, it's just not. So when that's in your business, I mean, business people that want to get into the roots of their business, it's not everybody. It's not everybody. Some people just want to keep it up here, keep it light. So I say that this was a interesting episode. Yes. I don't know. We might have turned a corner. I might have snapped again. This was like, I don't even know where this is coming from. You know what I'm saying? This is divine right here.
What you mean? It's coming from our rooting system going deeper.
Oh, okay. I thought you was about to go to the creator talk. I was like, yo,
well, that's in the morning when I rise and when I lay. You know what I mean? And everything in between. You know what I mean?
I know, but I was just like, yo, it's 12:03. I don't want to get you riled up.
I'm not. This is not that kind of talk. But everything. Yeah. But everything. So I mean, without the creator creating creation is the one that created land and sea and everything in between, because he put his laws and principles in place.
I yield everything on that. I say we good. In the affirmative, we good. We good. So with that being said, just a couple things we need you to do. If you're not a subscriber on our YouTube channel, please go there and subscribe. Hit the notification button. Now I'm sounding like everybody else. Yeah. Put comments down in here. You know what? I found out we got some thumbs downs on our shorts. I didn't know that. I was like, wow, at least somebody saw it. But yeah,
Listen, man,
check,
every every image needs a background. Look at our background. Our background is there in order to promote who we are to the viewers, to their
yeah.
line of sight, right?
I mean, it's all good. But go there, check us out on you right now. If you're on Facebook, you're on my personal page, but it's cool. We're gonna start putting the clips on the Heyward CPA site. But I do this because I got people checking me out, presumably, and we're everywhere. So if you have any business questions, but business questions, actually go to biztherapy.info. I think we'll put something up there to just field questions, business questions, and sign up to join the Biz Therapy Boot Tank. Boot Tank. I like that.
Boot camp,
Now I'm starting
boot
to get it.
camp.
If you know anybody that's thinking of starting a business, this is anybody. You don't have to be in business already. If you're thinking of starting a business, if you're in business, if you want to make moves in your business, go there and join and let us know. I mean, it's totally to help you. It's not, don't take me wrong. Don't take my abrasiveness for malice. Take it for passion, and I'm really serious about it. And I believe more people can really build good businesses that sustain. I just believe that, point blank. That's just, but it's not just going to happen because you have a good intent. That's where I'm coming from. So that's why it sounds a little rough, but I mean, hey, everybody else will coddle you and tell you how nice it is and all that. But this is a full-time sport, and I believe a lot of people can succeed in it. So do that.